Welcome to the video, I'm CuddlyJay, and today, guess what? We're going to be doing the Star Wars Battlefront 2 Classic Maps tier list. I already did Battlefront 1 Classic, so if you'd like to go check that out, go ahead. I'll leave a link of that in the description below and at the end of this video if you'd like to see that. So yes, let's go over the ranking system so we're all on the same page here. So S tier, that is like above, just the best of the best maps there ever was. A is above average, B is average, C is under average, and D is complete rubbish and should never be in the game. Just so you know, and we're on the same page, I will not be rating the space missions. I couldn't get one of these tier lists with these without these space missions, but just so you know, I won't be rating those. I'm going to be rating the ground ones only, alright, the infantry. So let's get straight into this, shall we? Let's start off with a D tier. A map that should have just been put in the rubbish, and you know what? It's this one, and I always have trouble pronouncing it. Is it Flucia? D tier right there. Complete rubbish, looks awful. I think they did their best with what they were, what they had, but it is just an awful looking map. It is the most disgusting map in the entire game, and every time I'm on it, I feel sick. I really do. It's just so bad. Came out in 2005, so, they gave it the best shot, but it's just bad. It's super bad. When you see this, planted in the episode 3, I believe, it looks really nice. And in the Clone Wars and so forth, it looks really badass. But, yeah, in Flucia, Battlefront 2 from 2005, it is absolute rubbish. Alright, let's do a S tier here. Let's go with Hoth. This is one of my favorite maps. They basically did an updated map on this. Battlefront 1 had the original, but yeah, this map's fantastic. It's S tier. I love Hoth. I love the map. I love the way you can go into the AT-AT. You can shoot the generator and blow it up. It's really cool indeed. I also love the game mode on here, XL, which just adds so many troops onto the map all at once. It's amazing looking. And yeah, I like the way you can get into the air speeders and shoot your toe onto the old AT-AT, wrap yourself around it, and take it down just like the movies. It's really cool. There's even Tauntauns. It's just a really good map, and I love it. I think it deserves to be S tier. This is a bit difficult for me, but I'm going to have to throw Kashyyyk into the average, right in the middle here. I think this map is good. I also love the way there's like destructible walls and so forth. There's also a gate that you can destroy the control panel to, and that'll open up. I think it's just an average map. It always reminds me of like D-Day, and reminds me of the movies, of course. It's really cool that way. But it's just an average map. There isn't a lot going on for this one. There's a few vehicles and so forth. But I would say the best way to play this is in XL game mode. Just throw as many troops and so forth onto the map. But yeah, I'm going to have to give it a nice little average. Alright, we're gonna go with Camino next. Camino, where could we put this? I'm gonna put Camino above average. I think this map is very big. I think it's really cool being able to run around Camino Clone Facility, looking around. I love the way the doors are also animated. It's just really, really well done. It looks great, still sticks up to today's, graphics. And this is the thing, Battlefront 2 has, those kind of graphics where, for most of the maps, not all of them, but most of them, they have aged, I think, pretty well. They kind of have their own, art style. So I have to put it in A tier. It's above average. It's not S tier, but it definitely deserves to be there in A. Alright, so we're going to go with a bit of a controversial one here. Polis Massa. This is the one where there's an outdoor bit and there's an indoor bit. I hate this map, I really do. I think it deserves to be in D tier. I don't think it's a good map, I never liked it. It's just, in my opinion, it's just awful. I've always hated this. When I was a young lad and I played this, Flucia and Polis Massa were two of the maps that I just barely had in the rotation because they were just not good. Flucia didn't look good, and then Polis Massa just wasn't that fun. I don't like it. Maybe you're on the same boat and you don't like it either. Or maybe you love this map and it's actually higher for you. Let me know in the comments below. So we're going to go with Yavin 4. This one, you know what? Basically just a copy of the one from Battlefront 1. but I'm going to have to give this an A. I think it's above average. I think it's actually quite good in this game. It's a lot of fun. It's fun running around and doing stuff. I don't think it's top A tier, but it's definitely above average. I think it deserved to be in this spot. There's a lot of different areas on the map as well that I enjoy. It's got vehicles as well, and yeah, I just like it. It's a simple design, but you know, it's good, it works, and it deserves to be above average. Alright, next we're gonna go with Indoor. Indoor, I'm gonna put as average. I'm gonna put it above Kajik though, top of the B here, average. I think this map's cool because it's like the first one where it looks like Indoor, it feels like Indoor, there's even a bunker. And I love the way the trees that the Ewoks set up and smash into the AT-STs. That's probably the best part of the whole map. I just love sitting there, well, standing there, and watching the AT-STs walk into that and get slammed and killed. I remember when I first saw this when I was a young lad, I was like, oh my god, that's like the movies, this is amazing. But yeah, it's just an average map. It doesn't feel the best. I just think the tree thing's really all it's going for. The Ewoks, it's cool to see them running around, but it's an Ewok, it's an ugly little thing, and yeah, I don't think it's the best map out there, so it has to stay in average. Geonosis. So this one was a big disappointment. I gotta put it in D tier. I'm actually gonna probably put it just past Felucia. Geonosis on this just isn't that great. It's not, you can't even compare it to the original Battlefront 1. That one was way better. Geonosis on Battlefront 2 is awful. This map is just awful looking. It's complete rubbish. Should be thrown into the bin just with Felucia and Paulus Massa. It is, oh, it's awful. I never liked this one. I thought it was just dumb. I think they were trying to reincarnate, like, they were trying to, like, remake, I think, the movie or something, but it just failed. And the original Battlefront 1 had Geonosis. The actual full map that was just 100 times better. So for a game that released Geonosis in 2005, what the hell are you doing when the 2004 one is 100 times better? So yeah, awful map, don't like it. I think some people really like this. I think it's overrated. Yeah, deserves to be in the rubbish bin. Alright, let's look at Dagobah, where Yoda lives. Yes. I'm going to have to put this below average. I don't think it's a good looking map. I think the coolest part of this map is there is a good old fashioned X-Wing in the swamp. Probably Luke Skywalker's X-Wing with a light on. That's the coolest thing in the map. There is Yoda's hut as well here in the map, but it just doesn't look that good. So yeah, I can't sit here and go, yeah, this is a great map. I think it's just below average. I don't think it's good. You know, it's playable. It's playable, and there's only one cool thing on it, which is the X-Wing with the light still on, sinking into the swamp's depths. So yeah, tell me what you think about Dagobah. I don't think it's that good. Alright, so I've grabbed Mos Eisley Tatooine map here. I'm going to have to put this below average. I actually used to really love this map, but I've played so much of it since I was a young lad, and I just don't like it anymore. I think it's awful. It's no longer average, it's just not good. I don't have any fun on this map at all. I would put it in D tier, but I don't think it's a rubbish map. I just don't think I have any more fun. I think I've just Mos Eisley myself now, if that makes sense. I played it too much, you see. So I'll have to put it in C. I think the map is cool though, but I think the Battlefront 1 version is cooler. It looks better. And yeah, I just think Mos Eisley for Battlefront 2, not that good. It's just meh. Alright, we haven't had a S tier in a while, so let's start some controversial things. Tantive 4, boom, S tier. This map's fantastic. I remember when I first experienced this map when I was a young lad on the old PS1. I remember popping the disc in, and I remember trying this map out for this first time. I was completely amazed. I was like, wait, what? I'm on the actual space shuttle. The Darth Vader and the Empire attacks in Episode 4. It was badass, running down those hallways. I would stand in some hallways and just purposely let enemies keep coming so I could feel like I'm holding them off like they did in the movie. It was just so cool. I really love this map. I think it's very good. It's very fun. And yeah, super immersive as well for a Star Wars map from 2005. Let's go with the Death Star. Death Star, I'm going to put this top of the here, A-list. I think this map's pretty cool. I like the way there are bridges that can be shot. If you shoot the control panel, they'll shut. I like the way the Death Star, you can actually see it shooting its laser beam out, which is really cool. They didn't have to add that in at all, but they went, you know, above and beyond with that. And I also like the trash compactor that they also added in for the movie reference. You can even shoot the vent to jump down in there, and if you time it perfectly, you'll live. If not, you'll get squished to death, you know. Now, I think this map is very good. I think it's better than Camino and Yavin 4, and it deserves to be at the top of the A-list. I don't think it's an S-tier map, though. Let me know if this is in your S-tier. I just don't think it's as good enough to be there. But it is fun, it deserves to be an A, and it's definitely above average, that's for sure. Go with Coruscant. This is an average map. I don't think it... You know what? I will put it above... I'm going to put it above all these. I think it's an average map. But I do like the way it's on Coruscant in the Jedi Temple. You can go around, you know, each of the areas and destroy certain things and just see the Jedi Temple for the first time, really. It was a lot of fun. I think it's a fun map. I just don't think it's above and beyond. I think it's just an average map in general. Go with Naboo now. Naboo. Where would I put this? I'm going to have to put Naboo in the C tier, below average. I don't think it's a great map. It's during nighttime, which is kind of cool for the first time, seeing all the lights and stuff on Naboo. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty rubbish. It's not the best. I want to put it in the rubbish tier, but I don't think it's like that bad. It is a cool looking map. You can play as guns if you wanted in certain modes. And overall, it's just... Yeah, it's cool to run around and look around Naboo. That's why I'll keep it in the C tier, but it's almost in the D tier. Almost. Because it's not very good. It's not a lot of fun. But it is cool to look around the map and, you know, explore Naboo. Alright, we have 4 maps left. We have Mustafar, Jabba's Palace. I always pronounce this wrong. Is it Utapau? Is that it? A Utapau? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. And then we have Megiddo. So let's go with Mustafar. I think Mustafar is a... I'm going to have to put an A tier. I really am. I'm going to put it before... You know what, I'll put it below Camino and put it in between Yavin 4 here. I think the map's cool. I think it's cool when the bridges, you know, descend into the lava once you destroy the controls. I think it's really cool being able to just see this area as Anakin Skywalker. This is just such a memorable area. All of the lava and stuff exploding all around you. It's just badass and feels really good. So it deserves to be above average. I remember when I was a young lad and first playing on this map, I thought it was so badass because, you know, that fight scene in Episode 3, one of the best fight scenes in Star Wars. It really is. You know, Mustafar, such a legendary planet to be on. So yeah, experiencing this map, top notch. Let's go with Utapau or Utapau, whatever you pronounce this. I'm going to have to put this in average, and I will put it... You know what? I'll put it average, top average, yeah. Utapau is cool. I'm butchering the name, I know, I apologize. But it's cool because, you know, General Grievous and Obi-Wan have their fight here. I really wish we could have seen more of that fight, actually. It was pretty damn cool in Episode 3. But yeah, it's a cool map. It's not the biggest map out there, but it is still quite large. It's cool to be able to visit this area and shoot enemies and all of that. And so I have to put it in average, but I can't put it any, you know, higher because I just don't really enjoy the map as much as I used to. Back in the day, it would have definitely been A tier, but right now, I've played so much of it, it's just average at this point. We have 2 maps, alright? Megiddo and Jabba's Palace. Let's go with Jabba's Palace. I think Jabba's Palace, I'm going to have to put it right there. A tier, above average. I think it's cool seeing Jabba. I like the trapdoors into the Rancor pit, watching the Rancor grab everyone and kill them. I also love seeing the Gamorrean guards just running around and one-hitting everyone. Those things are bloody lethal. They are insanely tough as well. So yeah, make sure you kill those. Would have been cool, by the way, if they made that a playable race, like not by adding mods, but just as a playable race. Would have been very cool indeed. I also like some of the areas around this map. It's just cool seeing Jabba's Palace in general, so I have to recommend this map. It's above average. It's, you know, it's really cool. It really is. Alright, for the last map, Megiddo. S tier. Just fantastic map. I love this map. It's really good. I don't know what it is, but it still stands up to today. Like the graphics on this map and the way the art style was just looks bloody fantastic. I think it's the neon lights and stuff. It's a really cool map. It looks badass, and I have to put it up here because it's just an S tier map. It really is. It deserves to be up here. I've played a lot of hours on this map, and I still play a lot of hours on this map. I always come back to it. It's always in the rotation because it's bloody good. I usually always play Clone Troopers though on this one, so yeah, I'm always the Clone Trooper here. But yeah, it's really fun and fantastic, and I highly recommend it. So this is my tier list, guys. As you see, S tier, we have all of these. These are all basically the same. Megiddo, Tantive, and Hoth. And then from A to D, these are all in, order pretty much of how I like them personally. And then D tier, this is just all rubbish. And really, if it was not in the game, I wouldn't miss it, I'll be honest. These maps, I don't like them personally. I think Polis Massa is one of those overrated ones. Every time I'm playing PvP, for example, in this game, this one's always, like, I don't know what it is. It just always seems to be the one I'm playing in multiplayer, and I hate it. I really do. But anyways, let me know in the comments below what your tier list is. Do you agree with my tier list? Because this is my own opinion. Everyone's opinion's different, and you should know, like, as years, go on, opinions change. So maybe I'll come back to this in a year or two and update it. But yeah, for now, this is my list. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and I can't wait to read your comments. Anyways, I'll see you in another video. Cheerio, everyone.